good, Shirley. All right, we are coming to you live on Facebook and YouTube, and this interview with Jeremy Lewis will air later on today on Pirate Radio Live. But I thought we'd go ahead and let you check it out live while we record it around Jeremy's schedule, and we'll knock it out right now. Let's head back inside the Delcor Players Lounge and talk to East Carolina defensive player Jeremy Lewis. He joins us today on Pirate Radio Live. Jeremy, how you doing, man?
Doing all right, can't complain. How you?
Doing good, and congrats on the win on the road. You guys go down, take care of business against South Florida. Had to feel good coming off that loss to come back strong against USF.
Almost definitely. We played a real talented USF team, but we came out, we was ready to play. We prepared all week, and we knew we was going to play, no matter the circumstances, due to the weather or whatnot. So regular preparation, and it showed. We came out strong early on, but it's been a long time since we've had a lead like that going into halftime. So now I'm kind of glad we got that experience. So now we know what we need to do to keep the foot on the pedal next time. And maybe the score would have got even worse. But
yeah, that's a good point, because you guys have been such a second half team, dominating the second half. So this time you dominate the first half. And I don't know, Jeremy, was there celebrating in the halftime locker room? Was it?
Nah, it wasn't. Yeah. It wasn't no celebrating. All you heard was 0-0. Let's keep the foot on the gas. But I mean, you got a talented team over there that just probably wasn't put together as well as they could be. But USF had a lot of players, players that could come ECU and play as well. So it's a very talented team over there. So they started making some plays, started making some adjustments, and it wasn't just we gave up. They just started making some plays, and they started to bounce back. So I don't feel like we got conservative. I don't feel like it was a real good football team, but
we also had a quarterback to chase around for 60 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Bohannon was, and we were talking about how kind of big and thick he was for how quick he was.
Yeah.
He's a talented player, and I'm sure you were feeling it after that game, trying to run around after that guy.
Oh yeah, you can definitely tell how he took Baylor to, what was it?
Well, they won the Big 12 championship and went to a big bowl. Yeah,
he took Baylor to the Big 12 championship. So I mean, you can obviously tell that he got some talent. It's a big boy. He can move around. It's hard to get him down. So yeah, it's a good football player.
How about the trip itself? You talked about how you guys stayed focused during the week, and kudos to everybody involved, East Carolina, South Florida, and FAU for announcing early in the week when you would play, where you would play, so you guys wouldn't have to worry about that. But how about the flight? I've heard from people that if you got through the first 5, 10, 15 minutes, it was a pretty smooth flight, right?
Oh, yeah.
It
was a little rough getting up in the air, but, it was smooth after that. Shout out to Jake Kirkendall. He's a great guy. He's an amazing guy. He plans these trips 6 months ahead of time, and for him to get this trip planned out in just 1 week so we can play, it's that's not a small assignment. So he was able to find us a new hotel, find us a new stadium, all this and that, plan everything, get everything situated for us, and it's really overlooked, but he's legit. So shout out to him. And but yeah, the plane ride was smooth. On the way down, we took a path of least resistance, trying to stay away from the hurricane as much as possible. So it was a little bit longer, but on the way back it was shorter and smoother though.
Are you pretty good on flights regardless? Do you get nervous? How do you do on a plane?
I really don't like heights, but I mean, you just got to deal with it. Over time, you just get accustomed to it. So I'm good now.
Back on the road this week against Tulane, getting ready for the Green Wave, but getting your first conference win, getting back over 500. I say it every week. You guys do a great job when we talk to you on Mondays of putting the last one behind you, win or lose, right? So, what was the focus like on Sunday, getting back out to practice after a W this time?
Oh, it's normal, same things. Yeah. Keep the main thing. Watch this film, make your corrections, make your checks, because like I said, that game could have been we could have kept the foot on the gas, but we made some mistakes, some misassignments and whatnot. So, watch film, get the rust off, and you take Monday off, and then now we focused on Tulane. So, that's a real tough team. Got to be ready for them.
Jeremy, you got to do your job no matter what the offense is doing, but when they're out there throwing bombs to CJ, Isaiah, everybody's getting a little piece of the action. What's that like? Watch that's got to be fun watching on the sidelines.
That's amazing. So I've been watching Holton throw the ball to CJ since I was a kid. So
you used to not like it.
Yeah, I used to not like it. Now I love it. But now it's like seeing that happen, and like seeing him back on track. Like 'cause freshman year, he was doing it every game. You know what I'm saying? But he's had his ups and downs, and now he's back. He's back. He never wasn't that guy, but now he's just showing it again. So he was #1 receiver probably in the country that week. So what I'm saying? Seeing that's amazing. Showing everybody that he still got it no matter the circumstances. A lot of people like to point out his negatives, but I love to point out his positives. That he was counted out a lot. Like, does he still have it? Can he still do it? And he's showing every week that he still can. So, and then seeing Holton come out here, throw for 6 touchdowns. Oh my God! We keep doing that. I don't see why we can't win out the season.
One of the best first halves of football I can remember watching for East Carolina's offense, and you guys, of course, did your part as well with more goal line stands. We'll talk about that in a moment, but I know CJ had a loss in the family and playing with a heavy heart, and everybody's got something going on. I mean, we bring stuff in our personal life here to work just like every other human does, so you never know what's really happening behind closed doors. But we saw a peek in the post-game locker room, and Mike Houston, arm around CJ, got kind of emotional, and I know you, as his brothers, had his back all week, and we'll continue to have his back.
Almost definitely. Nobody really sees that outside picture. They just see the football standpoint from things, but he was going through some things. It was a rough week for him, but he was able to stay focused, and that shows a lot of maturity in him. A lot of leadership. Stay focused, stay motivated, stay locked into the game plan, and go out there and expose that. And so that's really good from him. I'm really proud of him. That's good. That's my boy.
Jeremy, something else we talk about every Monday is goal line. We talk about third down defense a lot and goal line defense, and we were counting them up. I think we're at 5 goal line stands this year. And you had another turnover at the goal line and then another stop late in the game when things got a little dicey. You guys had to bow up, and you did. And that, man, I'll ask you again, that mentality. Like, you guys really think when a team gets inside the 5, they're not going to score?
Yeah, so what's funny is actually I was talking to one of their players. We get to talking junk. And I was talking to one of their players, and they was on the 1-yard line. And I told him, I bet y'all won't score. We just got that mentality. I told him, I can't air. Right when we got that first stop on that QB sneak, I said we were the best goal line D in the country, and we really feel like that. So we play with that grit, we play with that aggression, and we don't really get nervous when they get down. I mean, it's not easy to do. Like, what we're doing is a hard task, and I'm proud of all the guys, every coaching staff putting us in the right position to make plays, and the boys just putting their backs against the wall and stopping other teams. So I mean, I love it.
It's really fun to watch, and now you've raised the expectations for us viewers that when the team gets down there, we expect either 3 or 0 on the board for them. So that's been awesome. Talking to Jeremy Lewis. Jeremy, some more bad news today. I saw that Rajay Harris is likely to miss the rest of the season, and we were talking before we came on, and man, Rajay is maybe the most positive guy we talk to every Monday. His attitude is 1%. He builds up people. He helps us out, Jeremy. Like, you guys get over it quicker than we do sometimes. And he's that kind of guy. Now I just hope, and I think that we'll kind of, everybody, but especially you guys on the team and his family, will rally around him and help lift him up because, man, he's such a great, positive kid and going through some stuff. But, man, if anybody can bounce back, I would think it would be him.
Yeah, it's very disheartening hearing what happened to him. So, he shows up every day. He goes to work. He's a hard worker. He doesn't no days off. 1%. That's his motto. That's his thing, and he shows that every single day. No matter the highs or the lows, no matter what's going on, like, he's gonna make sure he's doing his job. Making sure he's keeping everybody up, keeping everybody motivated. So I know, like, it's gonna be an amazing comeback for him. Coming back, like, turn your ACL. He had big goals for this season. So now I just gonna expect more next year, more from him. So
yeah, he's done an awesome job this year. Got a nose for the end zone. Found it again on Saturday, and we're gonna miss him, but hopefully can keep checking in with him here on Pirate Radio because, man, we love his positivity, his attitude. Jeremy, were you able to watch Houston Tulane at all on Friday night?
We had just got out of meeting, so I watched the last little bit of it, and I watched their third string quarterback, go down and look good.
Yeah,
but Yeah, that was crazy, you know.
And it sounds like Michael Pratt, their starter, might be back, but it doesn't matter. Like they had their backup went in, he played well before getting hurt, and then the third stringer came in and beat Houston on the road. So it don't matter who you face; they're going to be pretty talented, right?
Yeah, they're very talented. They remind me of us, you know, very physical, you know, good culture, good locker room.
Yeah,
like they play together, they stick together, you know, and that's what separates them. That's probably why they pulled out that game. So, you know, it's a very good team. Got a great quarterback that's coming back. Love to see what we can do versus him.
Do you probably don't get a chance much. Does it matter what city you go to? Like, do you get to enjoy New Orleans when you go at all? Or
Nah, not really.
Yeah.
So don't play that. You know, we just be locked in, laser focused. You know, we didn't really.
For you, it's just like a hotel room.
Oh yeah.
And you don't even know where you are really, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe when you're at a college and playing pro ball, you can enjoy some New Orleans, some Bourbon Street.
Oh, definitely.
Jeremy Lewis joining us. Jeremy, last week I think we asked Isaiah Winstead who he thought the best basketball player on the team was, and he thought about it and he said CJ. And I said, you know, Jeremy played, and I think he said he hadn't seen you play.
Nah,
so where do you rank right now amongst the best basketball players on the team?
I'm number one.
Oh yeah,
I'm number one.
Okay. Also, we want to. Isaiah said he's dunked between the legs before.
I believe it. That boy he's a freak nature.
I think in the off season we get CJ, Isaiah. You want to be in the dunk contest?
Oh no.
That ain't your thing.
Not with my hips. No.
All right, but
CJ though, oh God, CJ by far probably will win that. Nah, the only person I think that probably can stick with him is Josiah Hatfield.
Oh, okay.
He can fly.
Oh yeah. All right.
He can run. He can jump as well. Too.
Hoping to. I know he's been dealing with some injuries, right? So hoping to see him back on the field. But great performance on Saturday. Got Tulane coming up this week, and everything else good with you, Jeremy?
Yes, sir.
All right, feeling good, feeling positive. Pirates back in the win column on Saturday. Well, thanks for hanging out with us, man. We'll catch up with you again next Monday. Good luck on Saturday.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
All right, Jeremy Lewis joining us. We'll be back with you. Bailey will be here, Brian Bailey, at 12 o'clock on Facebook Live and YouTube with the Brian Bailey Show. We'll see you at 3 o'clock on Pirate Radio Live. All right, we are coming to you live. Recorded around Delcor Players Lounge.